let's get dangerous. The other day, I was sitting around, doing something probably random, and I just started thinking about Darkwing Duck. Thought I haven't seen that show in forever, but it was so good. And now, I'm going to talk about it a little bit. For anyone who doesn't remember, Darkwing Duck was an American cartoon produced by Walt Disney Television Animation. It ran from 1991 to 1992 and had a total of 91 episodes.
Now I must go. The scent of crime is in the air.
The character of Darkwing Duck seems to be a parodied amalgamation of characters from the golden age of comics, along with some pulp heroes in there. Some of those characters are the Shadow, for example, Drake Mallard, Kent Allard, along with the Green Hornet, Lone Ranger, Zorro, and even Batman. Despite sharing the character of Launchpad McQuack, Darkwing Duck and DuckTales, by the creator's own admission, are in separate universes. With all of the technical things out of the way, let's talk about the actual story. In the beginning, Drake Mallard, Darkwing Duck's real name, is a vigilante, going around trying to become a full-fledged hero, with all of the popularity that comes along with it too. He is an effective hero, using fear tactics like another vigilante we all know, but he isn't welcomed by the police or respected by the public. In the beginning, his main concern is his public image. He seems to need people to like him. This does not change the fact that he is a hero, and an effective one at that. He also truly cares for the people in his life. Speaking of that, let's discuss Launchpad and Goslin. When we first see him, Launchpad McQuack is really just a Darkwing Duck fanboy. He built the Thunderquack as a tribute to the hero he admires so much. The Thunderquack is Darkwing's plane that he uses when he needs something different outside of the Ratcatcher, his main source of transportation. Launchpad is a highly skilled pilot, except for when it comes to landing. He crashes, and is very proud of being able to crash almost any vehicle. But hey, any landing you can walk away from is a good one. Launchpad is not an intelligent sidekick, but he is loyal and he is brave. When we first meet Goslin, she is in an orphanage after the death of her only living relative, Professor Waddlemeyer. Goslin became important to the story when Taurus Bulba, we'll talk about him later, tried to kidnap her for the code to the professor's Waddlemeyer Ramrod. The Ramrod disrupts gravitational bonds and allows manipulation on a micro scale. In other words, it makes stuff float. After the issue with Bulba was resolved, Drake Mallard went to the orphanage to adopt the fiery Goslin. From that point on, Goslin continued to push to become a sidekick to Darkwing Duck. Luckily, he is not so completely irresponsible as to allow a child to go fight crime. What kind of lunatic would allow children to go out every night and fight criminals who are quite possibly murderers? Now, let's talk about the bad guys. Some of Darkwing's more notable villains are Negaduck, the literal negative or opposite version of Darkwing, Megavolt, a mutant with control over electricity and an unhealthy obsession with light bulbs, and Taurus Bulba, the first villain of the series and criminal mastermind who is serving a 99-year sentence while still running his criminal enterprise. That's all I have for now. Maybe this will spark some new interest into the character of Darkwing Duck, and Disney will maybe decide it's time to bring him back out of retirement. Until next time, see you around.